Let's have some fun in the editing room.
So, welcome to episode 2 of the Snatch Chat podcast. So, we're down here at the NEC in Birmingham for the English Championships, and I'm here with James. We've just come off the platform, but before we go into the competition, James, when did you start? Or how did you actually get into weightlifting?
So I got into weightlifting through CrossFit. Don't shoot me, I know that's a cardinal sin. But that was my first kind of gateway drug into Olympic lifting. Obviously, because I learned it through CrossFit, never really learned it properly. I quite enjoyed it at the start, I was quite good at it, and then I wanted to get better. And obviously, if you want to get better at a specific movement, you need specific training. And that's when I found you.
Oh, but what do you think you were bad at? I say bad at, but like, what do you reckon what your weaknesses were within weightlifting though when you first started, or like before you actually got into like weightlifting coaching?
I think it's just consistency around technique. Obviously, with a CrossFit class, it's just you rip it off the floor and get it above your head. It doesn't really matter how you do it.
Yeah.
I think when you do that, you leave quite a lot on the table in terms of progress and power. So it was just kind of refining the movement and getting to a regular training program.
Yeah.
And that's made a massive difference.
I remember before you actually started, when you were going for like 100 kilo snatch.
Yeah, I remember when I first came to CrossFit Digwith when you were doing your coaching. And you're like, have you done it before? And I was like, I've done a little bit. And then you hit 100 kg snatch and you're like, that's good, but your technique's horrific. And I was like, I know, yeah, help.
But like, that's the one thing that you've got though, isn't it? You are able to absolutely brutally force weights overhead.
But it only gets you so far.
Yeah.
And that's where very much I hit that ceiling.
Yeah.
And that's when I needed that like extra help to try and get to where we are now.
So would that be about 18 months ago now?
Yeah, it must have been, yeah.
You started midway through about 2 years ago, wasn't it? And you were at that 100 kilo snatch.
Yeah, and I remember
clean and jerk in
130, I think it was.
130.
Yeah, because I distinctly remember when I came to you, I was like, I want to be able to hit 100 kg snatch at any point.
Yeah.
Because that's quite good for a CrossFitter in general. I was like, I just want to be able to hit that at any point. They'll be happy.
Yeah. And then, so within 6 months, we got to a 110 snatch.
Yeah.
And a 140 clean and jerk.
Yeah.
Pretty comfortably.
Yeah.
Because I think you did it like 2-3 times, that 110 snatch.
Yeah, hit 110 almost in a warm-up now.
Yeah. And then, so let's go back to the start of this year. So the start of the year, we planned some goals.
Yeah.
We wanted to go to British champs. We wanted to go English champs.
Yep.
And what do we want to lift at the end of this year? So this is December 2025.
Yeah, so at the start of the year, I think we said 120 snatch, 150 clean and jerk, which at the time, when you're at 110, 140, at a max, it's a big jump.
Yeah.
So it's quite a big goal, but we got there. We got there quite comfortably, to be fair.
Yeah. So when was British champs?
British champs? Oh, when was that?
July. So by July, you hit a 110 snatch, didn't you? But before that, no. So yeah, didn't you hit a 115 just before British champs?
So in the warm up, in the run up to British champs before I tore my hamstring stupidly, I was at 115, 145, I think.
Yeah.
And that's what we were aiming for. And then obviously got injured and it was just survive.
Yeah. But you got through British champs.
Got through it
with a decent total.
Yes. I think it was 236.
236. So 106 snatch.
106 snatch, 130 clean and jerk.
Yeah, which isn't too bad.
It's not too bad because I couldn't really move my leg much.
Yeah. But before, so your competition PB total was 250, which you did at Stafford. That got us the total we needed for British champs.
Yeah.
And then September, so we're now like on the back of British champs. We've rehabbed the hamstring.
Yep.
You're moving again.
Yeah.
We've got this period now between September and December. We want to get to the end of the year, get to English champs, nail English champs. September, you hit a 120 snatch and a 150 clean and jerk in training.
In the training day, yeah, the Optilift training day, which was just a great day. And I think it was just the hype of being around everyone.
Yeah.
But that went really well.
Yeah, really, really well. But then this 12-week period, it hasn't necessarily been the easiest, the smoothest runs into a competition.
Stupidly decided to move house and it's just absolutely destroyed my training.
Yeah.
Which isn't ideal running into a competition. But yeah, you've been really good in that sense of me saying, well, I haven't got much time.
Yeah.
Fit training around life.
Yeah.
So we've got in enough training to get to still decent totals.
But then I suppose the goal was, you know what, we've hit what we wanted by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Let's just go and have fun at this competition.
Yeah.
English champs. Let's just see what happens.
Yeah.
So we're here at English champs. We've just finished. We've got a gold medal around your neck.
I mean, it didn't go badly when I'm sat with this, but
Like walking into this podcast, I was like, come on, we can cheer up. We can cheer up. You've got a gold medal here. So how do you think the competition went? Let's talk about snatches first.
yeah, it's definitely a comp of two halves, isn't it? Snatch went, I don't think it could have gone any better.
Yeah.
So opened at 105 just for a comfy opener, which was great.
Absolutely breezed, wasn't it?
Felt like an air squat. It just flew. It was great.
As a coach, I was like, I watched it and I'm a bit gutted because I think we could have just like squeezed a little bit more out of the opener. But at the end of the day, an opener's an opener. It just gets a score on the board. So, you know, but it just looked far too easy.
It felt great, but then the nerves disappear because like the biggest worry going into competition is you don't want to miss 3 lifts on the snatch and you'd be done.
Yeah.
Because if you miss the first one, it puts you under so much pressure and then you're in panic mode. So even just getting in that safe 105, as soon as that went up, I just felt, okay, this is great. We can have fun now.
Yeah. And then we went 113.
113 was to be my competition PB, which is the kind of logic behind that one. That was a bit more of a shaky rep, I think, because that was kind of more still focused on movement rather than being explosive through it.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing, and it's hard at weightlifting competitions because you're hoping that everyone just hits their weights. Yeah. They're 60 seconds between, you're going to have 7 minutes. Then that one guy goes and misses 2 times. Then he goes and he hits it on the 3rd.
Yeah.
And then the next person then misses. And then the people jumping in between.
Then there's gamesmanship in between and you're waiting a long time. I think we waited a while before that 113, so I was getting a little bit cold. Yeah. And you don't want to have to go and hit another rep in warm-up. You kind of just like, I'm ready, let's just go. Yeah. But it went up. It was a little bit wobbly, but it was still clean. Yeah.
So we hit 113.
And then no one else was left, and it was kind of, all right, you got your 3rd rep, what do you want to do? And I thought, send it.
Yeah. So PB was 120.
PB was 120.
We went 121.
We went 121, and it was great.
Moved probably 5 times better than the 113.
Yeah. But it's probably the best rep I've hit today. Yeah. And it was the heaviest of the snatches. Yeah. It's probably more in the tank. But you can't really complain when you're hitting a PB and a comp PB and you're the last lifter going. Exactly.
Yeah, because you had 2 minutes, didn't you?
Yeah.
Where between that 105 and that 113, you probably had 15 minutes rest.
It was a long wait.
So then what, 2 minutes rest? Well, it wasn't because you went before the 2 minutes ended.
I think the adrenaline was still in, so I just thought I'd walk up and hit it. Felt pretty confident.
So we hit that 121.
Yeah.
End of clean and jerk. End of the snatches. Warming up for clean and jerks.
Yeah. So
this is the hardest bit with the weightlifting competition, though, because adrenaline is high in the snatches because you're fresh, everything's going.
But then it kind of like you do it and you're waiting, and it kind of the adrenaline crashes. Yeah. And you kind of deflate a little bit, and then you've got to get warm again for clean and jerks. And because I was a little bit cold, like felt a little bit tight in the shoulder. Yeah. So then we spent a little bit of time trying to loosen that up. Then the warm-up felt okay, but it wasn't fantastic. Yeah. Yeah. And and then you start getting your head a little bit, and that's when you just need someone to sit next to you, just go, stop thinking, just start doing. Yeah.
So we hit, what did we go, 100, 110, 120, 130?
Yeah, in the warm-up, and then 135.
And they all moved okay.
They moved fine.
It wasn't the bestest of reps you've ever done.
No, they weren't great and they weren't clean. I think if I did them in a coaching class, you would pull them to pieces because they just were not technically great, but they were moving. Yeah.
They weren't slow.
They weren't slow, but it wasn't clean. And that's the disappointing thing for the snatches went so well to the clean jerks to start so badly. Yeah. It's quite a bit of a contrast. And that's another thing you're kind of not used to. If you don't compete often or if you've not done a competition before, mentally staying in the right headspace in between reps is really hard. Yeah. And not to think, oh, this is going shit, because then you instantly just crash.
So at that point then, what do you do so you don't get in your head?
Kind of just ask you, what's happening? Did that look okay? Please tell me nice things.
But if that happens in training and I'm not there, what's the things that we've sort of gone over?
It's kind of just mentally forget about that last rep, just pretend it didn't exist and start again from scratch and just try and take every rep in isolation.
Yeah.
The last rep doesn't affect this rep. It's a new rep. Forget about it.
Yeah.
But that's like the mental resilience side of lifting. I mean, you can be as strong as you want, but if you're mentally weak and you have a bad warm up, you're not going to have a good day.
No, I say it so many times, but weightlifting is a strength sport, but it's more of a mental sport than anything.
Yeah. When you think about competition, you've got 3 reps at snatch, 3 reps at clean and jerk. That's not many attempts. If you miss your first one, you're on the back foot, and if you're not mentally strong, you will collapse.
Yeah, and when people don't compete and they can just hit PBs in training.
Yeah.
They can go when they are ready.
Yeah.
They can have as much rest as they want.
Oh, it's a different world. It's when you're sat there, you've warmed up, you're ready to go, and like you said, if people miss a rep or they start bouncing back and forth, you're waiting longer than you think you are. You start getting cold. You start getting in your own head a little bit. Or if someone, you think, oh, well, I've got a gap on that person before me, and then they make a massive jump, and then you're going suddenly out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You're very much out of control. And it's
Yeah.
a case of, I need to be able to hit this weight at any point.
Yeah.
Which is massively different from just sitting in training, having a drink, going when you're ready.
Yeah. Yeah. So the biggest thing that we did before, the warm up for the competition didn't go as planned. But then it was more of like, sit down, visualize how you want it to go.
Yeah.
That 130 before we went out moved quite well, didn't it?
Yeah.
The 130 probably moved better than the 120, 110, 100.
Yeah.
And then we hit the 135.
134 was fine. That was such a relief just to get that one out of the way.
Yeah.
So obviously that was a total locked in. I think at that point it was probably a total that unless someone did something really special, they weren't going to catch. So it was kind of more of a relief.
Yeah.
Then it was focused on the next steps.
So that secured the win, didn't it?
Yeah.
You were so far ahead in the snatches.
Yeah.
You gave yourself that buffer.
Yeah, I think I had a 16 kg lead after the snatches, and
Yeah.
someone would have to go and hit a 151, which is a pretty big effort from where they were.
Yeah.
And then we just thought we'd push, and then we jumped. It was quite a big jump to 145, and probably thinking back and now being sensible, we probably should have gone 140, but that was just me being probably a little bit arrogant.
But then it's if you hit that 140, you would have been tired going into the 145, and then you know what I mean. So it swings and roundabouts, isn't it?
It's such a frustrating but rewarding sport in that sense. It's if you hit all 6 reps in a competition, you'll just think, oh, I should have gone more.
Yeah.
But if you miss one, you think, oh, I should have gone lighter.
Yeah.
You'll never win in your own head.
Yeah. So the second attempt, 145, nailed the clean.
Clean was great, and then just slightly, I don't know if I was overconfident, maybe didn't took my off the ball a little bit, just didn't quite lock those arms out.
Yeah.
At which 3 red flags, and I agree with it. It was a good call. Just frustrated with myself, and then after that, kind of got my own head a little bit. I was frustrated I missed it, and then the third attempt just missed the clean because I just wasn't mentally at it.
Yeah.
Which is a lesson. I need to take that away and focus on that if I do miss a rep in a comp, to just put it away.
Yeah.
Because again, there was no one else after me, so I just had that 2 minutes before I had to go again. So
Yeah. And it's tough, isn't it? Because it's the end of the day, you're tired.
yeah,
And I always think, and I don't know whether you feel it as well, but there's almost that pressure as well that there's people out in front of you,
yeah,
there's people behind you, sort of like, warming up area, that you don't want to sort of walk back and be like, oh yeah, I didn't get it.
you just don't want to miss, especially when the snatch went so well.
Yeah.
Everyone's going, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
And then in your head you're thinking, now I need to live up to that expectation.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because it's complete strangers. They don't care.
No. But saying that though, they don't care because they don't know you. But how supportive were all those guys there?
Oh, it's one of the greatest
Every
things.
single one of them wanted you to get that 145.
And every time I've been to a competition, like the guys in the back are just great. It's a good atmosphere. Everyone's really friendly. Everyone wants everyone to do their best.
Yeah.
No one wants someone to miss a lift just to get a medal. Everyone wants to beat everyone at their best.
Yeah.
Which is why it's such a great sport. So it's a very kind of positive mentality.
Yeah, like it's a nice, it feels like a community
Yeah.
in that
very
warm
much
up
so.
area.
Yeah.
Like yes, everyone's competing against each other.
Yeah.
And you're sort of sat there going, I need to get a couple of kilos ahead of him to get him out again. So
Yeah.
he's under pressure. But then you still want the best out of him because everyone wants the best out of you.
It was great, and even behind there, when it is quite a high pressure environment, but you're having a laugh with people, you're having a joke. When people hit good lifts, everyone's really happy about it.
Yeah.
It's a nice place to compete when competing normally is quite a stressful situation to be in.
Yeah. So the end, we've got a 256 comp total today. 256?
256.
Which is a 6 kilo total PB.
It's competition PB.
Snatch PB.
Snatch PB.
Clean jerk, no.
Clean jerk was awful. But I guess trying to be positive on it, there's loads left in the tank there. I've hit 150 in training a couple of times now. So if I can do that and it all comes together in a comp, then you're looking at 270 plus as a total, which is pretty good.
Which is a massive total, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is huge. Which will get you into British champs, English champs, British masters in March as well.
Yeah.
Potentially even like the European masters as well. So it does unlock a lot of doors, doesn't it? Cool. But biggest thing now is reflection, isn't it? So where do you think your strengths and weaknesses lie now?
I think today's kind of shown a very bright light on that, isn't it? Snatch has always been a strength of mine. I can just generate a lot of power off the floor, which is good. And then the jerk for me has always been something I've struggled with. Yeah. So that's going to be the focus. Yeah, definitely a jerk focus. Yeah.
But it's also then like refining that clean again, because we've got those heavier, especially that last 145 clean, we went back into like smashing it off that mid thigh. Yeah. And like we know when we keep drilling, painting the shins, paint the thighs, feel the bar.
It's one of those things where you kind of get lost in your own head and you revert back to all your bad habits. And it's one of those things that in training, if you were there, you'd just be like, don't do that. And I would listen, because it's not kind of a high pressure environment. You're kind of, okay, you're more receptive. But because I went kind of inside my own head a little bit, just when all bad habits came back out again, which is why I'm kind of disappointed, which is weird when you sat here with a gold medal to think, I've not had a good day, but I shouldn't be complaining. But I don't know, weightlifting is one of those kind of sports where you are always chasing perfection. Yeah. So I'm always going to focus on what didn't I do well. Yeah.
So then it's December. I'll have a nice, comfortable ride into Christmas. How do you reckon next year? What's the goals for next year?
Ooh.
What do you reckon? I do think, the thing is, progress is naturally going to now start to
taper off a little bit.
Taper, especially with the snatch. Yeah. 125 snatch. But we're not far off.
I like 125, 155.
Yeah. So if you're sat here next year with a 125, 155, happy with that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Happy with that.
You don't think there's any more?
I think, well, the way that 121 moved, I'm like, well, 130 is not too far away.
Yeah. What do you think you need to do, though, to get that 130?
It's difficult, isn't it? I think it's getting more of, right now I think the technique is not too far away on the snatch. I think it is just working on that strength off the ground.
Yeah. Strength off the ground, for me, personally, I think with the snatch, you've got the strength. You pull it fast off the floor. Yeah. It's not become a slow pull.
Yeah.
But for me, I think it's more about feeling the weight.
Yeah.
At these positions.
Yeah.
You know, and not getting past the knee and going, I ain't got this.
Yeah.
Is knowing that, like,
it's going to feel heavy, but still getting through the positions.
So it's confidence, and it's sort of like feeling the ability to sort of to lift these, and so like pull snatches. Yeah. Just to below the knee, so you can sort of feel the body getting loaded before then that aggressive drive up. Yeah. Granted, there's going to be some pulling power needed off the floor, and that will have to go up with everything else in line. Yeah. Clean and jerk, where do you reckon the weaknesses are there?
Oh, the jerk is just horrific. I've never ever felt comfortable in a jerk. It doesn't matter how often I do them. Something about it just doesn't feel comfortable. Yeah. So I guess it's just trying to break that down. Why doesn't it feel comfortable? And just really focus on that. Yeah. I think the clean itself, I've been under 150, feels fine a few times. Yeah. I can probably get under 155 comfortably, maybe 160 pushing on it. Yeah. But the jerk needs to catch up.
What's your front squat one rep max?
Oh, I've not tested it in ages.
It's a Christmas PB, that is. What was it?
165?
165. So there's still room in the tank there to get that 160 clean?
Yeah, I've not tested it in a while, actually.
Yeah. So, be nice to see if you can push that clean, that front squat up a little bit more. Yeah. Just so that you know that your legs have got it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but the last sort of few cleans that you've done where you've cleaned it and stopped in the bottom,
Yeah.
they've worked so much better for you rather than just trying to race out the hole.
Yeah, so I've got a lot better. So it's one of the points that you've made me work on over the past year is catching it in the bottom. Don't rush it, because if you rush it out of position, you'll just lose it, either out the front or out the back. So it's catching it, having the confidence to go, well, even if I stop this dead, I can stand this up.
Yeah.
Which is why even at 145 when I caught it at the bottom, stood it up fine. I wasn't worried about missing the clean.
Yeah. Yeah. And then push press. What's your push press?
120, I think.
120.
Yeah.
So because it's the lockout of the jerk, isn't it? That is the weakness. Like push press, 120 push press is a good push press. I think we can push that up a little bit more.
But it's very much a CrossFit kind of technique. It doesn't really matter if your arm rebends.
Yeah.
You just get it overhead and it's fine.
We can tighten that up then.
We can tighten it up. It's nice. It's been a really good day because the snatch was fantastic. Clean jerks weren't great, but there's enough in the tank to get gold, which is great.
Yeah.
But there's plenty of progress for the future. I think that's the best thing to look at.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I think we can wrap it up there, mate.
Pleasure.
That is the end of episode 2. We've got James here, just at the English Champs. Qualified, came away with gold in his weight class and age. So, can't complain. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to subscribe and give it a like. I'll see you in the next one.